Hello sellers, welcome to the online training of STEP program. So in today's session, we will talk about the STEP program. Now, what is the STEP program? For some of you who don't know what STEP is, from the scratch, I will walk you all through what is it and highlights of STEP, some of the benefits that all of you all will be getting from this program. We will discuss the program metrics, the performance metrics that we have included in this particular program, and some of the key points that we would like all of you to take home. Now, what is Amazon STEP? Like all you can see, it is a new initiative to empower and accelerate growth of lakhs of sellers. So this one program we released in the last year, in 2020, we released in the month of December, right? It's a very newly launched program for all the sellers on Amazon platform. It's not necessary that only one particular set of sellers must get this particular program. It is for everybody, right? Now, STEP is a performance-based benefit program where, based on the performance of the sellers, they will be assigned into different levels. Now, if you see, the levels are these: basic, standard, advanced, and the premium levels. Now, we will provide you with actionable and customized recommendation help to accelerate your growth on Amazon platform. Now, the whole agenda of this whole program that we have released is to make sure that we are pushing you to do better with Amazon platform. Now, based on the evaluation that we do, that is based on which level you are on, you will be eligible for some of the benefits from Amazon's end. Like you'll get a lot of merchandise, you might get a lot of gifts, you might get a lot of free services. So as and when we move ahead in today's webinar, we will learn everything about it, right? Moving forward, let's talk about the key highlights of the STEP program. Starting off with tracking metrics, you will be able to track your performance metrics in one single place. So you have a dashboard where you can view it, right? So I will walk you all through the dashboard, how it looks like and everything around it. So it's basically a one-stop destination to view your metrics at one single place and track your performance. View trending levels and next level targets for each metrics. The next we have is follow recommendations. Now you will get recommendations you can take action on so that you can improvise on your business. Now the third one is unlocking benefits. Now more access levels to unlock benefits such as fee waivers, faster payments, free account management and more. You can get to unlock a lot of benefits depending on the level that you're on. So we will talk about each of the levels and each of the benefits. Now all the new sellers who are joining will be eligible under the standard level, right? So everybody who starts off on this program will start from the standard level. Okay, so we make sure that every seller, no matter if they're joining today, then they will be starting off from the standard level only. So these were some of the highlights of the STEP program, right? So as and when we move ahead, I will be talking about every single levels that we have. I'll talk about what are the benefits that we'll have and also discuss about the dashboard. Now moving forward, like I just mentioned, we will talk about the performance dashboard, right? Now, we have some of the performance metrics that we keep in mind. Say, how are we going to rate our sellers? Now, these are the 7 performance metrics that we want all of you all to focus for you to get to a premium level. So making sure that each of the levels are met. So I will tell the target that we are looking for, how the calculations are made. Everything will be discussed today. So if you are at 100% on all these levels is when you can meet the premium level and avail all the benefits. Now let's go by each of these performance metrics one by one. Now starting off with the total cancellation rate, right? Now total cancellation rate is all seller cancelled order as a percentage of total orders, right? Pending orders that are cancelled by the customers directly on Amazon are not included. In simple terms, whatever the cancellations are made from a seller's front, it might be an automatic cancellation that the system makes, or it might be a cancellation that you make because you don't have in stock, you don't have you're not sure of how to process the order, or there's something that is going on that you're not able to place the order, then that is when it is called as the cancellation, that is when a cancellation rate will be hit on your performance metrics. Now, regardless of the fulfillment channel, we will consider the cancellation rate, either FBA or MFN. It does not include orders that are cancelled by the customer. If a customer is cancelling the order for whatever reasons which we will not consider, then that is something that we will not take into your metrics consideration. Now, this metrics includes all order cancellation initiated by seller or when an order is auto cancelled by Amazon within the 24 hours from the estimated ship date. Be very careful, sellers, because cancellation rate is something that you don't want to take a hit on. Not only that you will get a cancellation rate, but there's a penalty as well, right? So you will have to make a payment towards the cancellation rate that you will incur. Okay? So if you're an FBA seller, and your cancellation rate will always be 0 because FBA is taken care by Amazon's front. Okay. Now, moving forward, let's just understand how exactly we can improve our cancellation rate. So as and when we discuss each of the metrics, we will also talk about some of the tips and tricks of how to improve this metric, right? Now, first and most important thing is update your Amazon inventory regularly. Now, when we say update, does not mean that you have to positively update. You can also make it 0. If you know that you do not have inventory in stock, or you know for quite some time there's going to be no production of that particular stock, then you don't really have to update your inventory. You can mark it as 0. Now what happens? You forget to change your inventory to 0. It will still remain as 10 or 10, 20 or 15 or whatever. Now we will start placing orders to you and you will end up cancelling the same and there'll be a hit on your cancellation metrics. Now check and recheck the price submission. Now this is again very important. One of the main reasons for cancellation is because sellers might not be happy with what the price of the product is. They might feel that the price that they have quoted is more higher than what is there or more lesser than what is there. So which is why we are making sure that we let the sellers know before itself that they will have to check and recheck the price. Now moving forward, next cancellation rate is the total dispatch rate. Now, total dispatch rate is all order with a ship confirm that is completed after the expected ship date. Now, say for example, you have an order which you have to be shipping around 13th of Jan. That is tomorrow, right? Now, if by tomorrow you don't ship the product and you make sure that you ship it post the 13th, then it is going to be a hit on your dispatch rate. That is, you are supposed to be dispatching your order well before. So fulfilling your orders, shipping your orders on time is something that we take very, very strictly. So please make sure that you always are shipping the products on time. So whatever the time is given to you, make sure that you are catering to that particular time. 1 second, sellers. Okay, moving forward, we will understand the tips and tricks to improve the total late dispatch rate. Now, just your handling time. Say for example, if you're not able to ship within so and so period of time, you can have it changed. You can make sure that you are adjusting your handling time. When exactly will you be handing over your product? Confirm a shipment promptly. So when you know that you're going to ship the product on so and so time, or when you know that you're going to ship the orders, or if you're still not able to do it, make sure that you are updating your shipment information promptly. This plays a major role in bringing your dispatch rate in place, right? The next one is list only those items that you will be able to ship on time. Say you have only 10 watches, list only those 10 watches that you know you're going to ship on the same day. Please do not list anything that you might think that we will be able to ship. No, only if you're guaranteed is when you will start shipping them. The next one is the seller controllable return rate. Now, seller controllable return rate is all shipped order which were returned or refunded by customer due to a seller controllable reason. Say for example, the reason might be that the customer must have received a faulty product, or the product was completely different from what was ordered. It can be a defective piece, a damaged good. It can be where the size was not fitting the customer and there were a lot of damage issues in the product itself, or the customer was expecting a different color and they received a different color. So all these things are something which are seller controllable. So if the sellers did not control these things or did not foresee these things, then seller controllable rate will be a hit. Now talking about how to improve them. Now visit Voice of Customers dashboard on Seller Central to view seller feedback on returns. This is extremely important. You have to make sure that you're always managing to understand the customer pain points, understand how the customers are, going about their products, how do they take their products very strictly, the feedbacks that they give. This is something that you all have to understand. Only then you will be a very successful person, a successful seller on Amazon platform, because it's not only your way of doing a business. Understanding customers' view also is extremely important. Now, ensure proper packaging to avoid any breakage. Yes, packaging plays an important role. A great packaging is always a great feel. We have received a lot of positive feedback with regards to the package. They say great packaging, the packaging was done so perfect. So when it comes to fragile products, when it comes to products like porcelain and glass and everything, you have to be extra careful when packing. Ensure that the size of the product is same as ordered by the customers. Now, many a times, the product might not be there in the, the product might not be there in your inventory, but you must have forgotten to take it down. So what happens? The customer will still end up ordering an M size and you will end up sending an S or a L. So that is something that we would definitely not encourage. So ensure that the exact information are given to them. Okay. Now moving forward, next we have the out of stock rate. Now, out of stock percentage is the number of customer views where you are out of stock on a select set of ASINs from your catalog as a percentage of total customer views on a select set of ASINs. Now, the specific set of ASINs are 5 orders in the last 15 days or have won the buy box, right? So when we talk about the select set of ASINs, are basically the orders, 5 orders that have come in the last 15 days or orders which have won the buy box. Now, say for example, you have 100 ASINs in your catalog, right? And 25 orders have 5 orders in the last 15 days. So out of those 100 ASINs, you have received 25 orders. We don't know when you've received, what you've received, but those 5 orders in the last 15 days have won the buy box or become a featured product for more than 30% of the time. So out of those 100, 25 products are something that we will be considering in this particular case. Okay. So always remember, you have to make sure that your orders have at least you have at least 5 orders in the last 15 days or should have won the buy box, which is up to 30% of the times. Now, this is basically our out of stock rate. Now, how do we control this? Again, updating your inventory is very important. Only if you update inventory is when we will know if they're out of stock or not. Update your inventory based on customer demands. Visit Restock Inventory dashboard on Seller Central. Now, how do we know? So let me give you all an idea of how exactly customer demands increases. So it can be the number of views of a product. Even though the product is out of stock, some customers tend to go visit it and then they say it's currently unavailable, which means it will be out of stock, right? So the number of times the products have been viewed is 1. And the next one is to visit the Restock Inventory dashboard. The Restock Inventory dashboard will keep giving you an idea of which is that one product that the customer is keen to purchase. So let me restock that particular product only. So these are some of the things that we would suggest for you to understand when it comes to improving your out of stock rate. Moving forward, next we have prime listings customer views percentage. Now, prime listing customer view percentage refers to the number of customer views where you have a prime offering as a percentage of the total customer views. right? So this is mainly very simple, straightforward to understand. It is mainly focused on the prime listing views. Now, how to understand this? Enroll high demand ASINs on FBA, Seller Flex, Go Local, Seller Fulfilled Prime. Now, the reason being high demand ASIN is because if you know that this ASIN is going to do extremely well, then make sure that you enroll only these ASINs on FBA Seller Flex program where you can get Prime badging. Easy Ship sellers, enroll your offer on the Seller Fulfilled Prime. Yes. So, and how do you enroll? By giving a great performance. So it's an invite basis program. So make sure that you enroll. Self-ship sellers, enroll your offers on local shops prime program. So this is basically separated into 3 different sections. For easy ship sellers, enroll on the Seller Fulfilled Prime. For self-ship, you can enroll on the prime, the local shop program. Last one, regional in stock. So this basically is the number of buy box winning customer views coming from regions where you have the inventory against total buy box. Now say for example, you have 10 products which are winning buy box and are getting views from Mumbai, right? So these 10 products are in Mumbai and the views are also from Mumbai. And you also have replicated the inventory in Mumbai only. Then your regional in-stock rate is going to be 100%. Now, if your regional in-stock rate, if basically your products are in Mumbai and the views are coming from Bangalore region, then is when your regional in-stock rate will be a hit. For this, we will ask you to replicate your inventory in the Bangalore region as well. Okay. Now, this is the regional in-stock rate. Now, next is net sales volume divided by, or the net sales unit. Net sales volume is the total value of the product sold excluding return or cancelled product. Now as simple as that, it is very on point. So these are some of the metrics that we have with us, right? These are the 7 metrics that all of you are 100% must and should focus on. It is not that, okay, let me focus on just 2 of it and then let me leave the other 5 alone, or let me just focus on 1 of it and leave everything alone. So it doesn't work that way. So make sure that you are one by one focusing on every single metrics that is involved here. Now, yeah, just to give you tips of the regional in stock. FBA sellers replicate your inventory in maximum clusters. When we say clusters, we speak about the inventory, that is the warehouses. MFN and Easy Ship sellers replicate your high customer views products in the FBA channel. And also the third one is to register on local shops program. And increase the net sales volume is minimize seller cancel orders and customer returns. We know how to do it, right? We did go through that. Bring more selections to engage your customer. Add more products to engage your customers. Know the demand of the product. Replicate your inventories, right? Now, moving forward. So let's talk about, so all these while we discussed about the performance metrics, right? So some of these 7 performance metrics that are involved here. Now let's look deep into the threshold that we are considering for each of the metrics according to its levels, right? So if you see here, for total cancellation rate, for you to be under in the advanced and the premium, you have to stay below 0.5% as your metric. If you have to be on the standard level, that is, this is the level that all new sellers, existing sellers, old sellers, I saw a lot of questions on this, what to do for old sellers, how to register for STEP. You are already registered for STEP. You are already there on the STEP program. You don't need to register anywhere. And which level will I be? All of you will be in the standard level already. No basic, no advanced premium, standard level only. From here, you have to take yourself up, right? So standard level is basically the start level that is there. So you have to be between the 0.5% to 2% for the total cancellation rate. If you have to be on standard level, same thing holds good for total late dispatch rate and total cancellation rate. Now, seller controllable rate, it says vertical thresholds. I will tell you why exactly this is. We'll come to the seller controllable rate in some time. Next is out of stock GV percentage, glance view percentage is for advance and premium, you have to be below 5%. Standard level is 5% to 25%. For basic level, it's above 25%. for basically prime listing, we only consider and evaluate just for the advance and the premium. Then you have to maintain a prime listing of about 50%. So this is not something that we even focus on. It's only the evaluation of advance and the premium. Next, we have regional in-stock percent. Again, we will only evaluate the premium. Now say all these metrics that you have met, and for the sales, you have to be more than 20 lakh, that your revenue has to be more than 20 lakh, or you have to have greater than 6,000 units that you have been, that's there with you in your inventory. Now, talking about the seller controllable return rate, right? So this is basically a vertical threshold, reason being, we can't have it fixed because this depends on each categories. Say for example, a return rate for a clothing category can be much higher than a return rate of a very simple hardware category, or for example, a bottles return rate category can be much lesser compared to any other return rate categories, which is why seller controllable rate depends on each seller, on each categories that is they are listing. So all these while we talked about the performance metrics that is involved, and I kept telling you all through the while that there's something called as a dashboard. So where can you view everything, right? So on your Seller Universe, Seller Central page, you have a tab called the Performance tab. So once you click on Step Your Growth Plan tab, you will find this page where everything will be written to you. So this is where you can understand which level you're on. Are you on the standard level? Are you on the advanced level? And what are the current benefits are you going to get? And once you go to the next level, what are the benefits that you will be getting? So everything will be given here for all of you all. Okay. Moving forward from there. So if you click on to your performance, you will be able to understand everything that you need to know here. So say for example, you have all the metrics name and how many, what all have you achieved. So for this total cancellation rate, you have achieved the basic, standard, advanced and premium you have already reached, right? For total late dispatch rate, you've achieved all the 4 levels. So all the 4 levels here. So for prime listing, regional and everything, you still haven't achieved anything else. So that way you have to make sure that you are going to focus on achieving that one particular level that you're looking for. Now next is you have the current rate. So it tells you basically in the quarter so far. So this data is basically showing the quarter 4 data, that is starting off the 1st October from 2020, right? So this arrow will show how you're performing compared to the same time as the previous quarter. So what were you doing last year, Jan? How are you performing then is what it will show you. The red shows in the last quarter at the same time you were performing better, but now your performance has gone down, which is why you're in red. Here your performance might be doing really well, which is why it has turned into green. Okay, so this is very simple to understand, just red and green as in how we see everywhere else, like doing not doing that great and doing really well. So that's how it works. 0 is when you're not yet achieved anything so far, so you'll be remaining as a 0 there, right? Now similarly, next is the next level target that you have here. Say if you have reached all the level, which means you have all the points here, then it says reached. Here also it says reached, you have reached. So here you're supposed to reach like a 2%. So you have to focus on, concentrating on that one particular metric, that is the total dispatch rate, for you to get on to the next level. So the best part is you have something called as a recommendation here in the next tab, where you can view the recommendation that Amazon has given for you, right? So that is what we call as a follow recommendation. So it's a customized and actionable recommendation to improve your performance metrics. So moving forward, once you click on view recommendation, this is what you'll be able to see. So view recommendation for seller controllable rate is clicked here. You can see for what all ASINs we are recommending you to do for you to do well. And you can also download the list of ASINs for you to understand, is there anything that you need to do with the other set of ASINs. So it will also give you how many number of out of stock views, every metric percentages will be given to you here. and some below points for you to improve your metrics. What is it that you can do? Reduce the size, fit related returns, ensure that you have size chart updated. So all these things are something that we will give it for you. All you have to do is just follow this thing and make sure that you're always on top of your game, right? Moving forward. So now that we learned about how the dashboard works, how the recommendation works, let's talk about a very interesting part, that is unlocking your benefits, right? So this is important because we need to get those benefits from, from the levels that you are on. So we need to understand what is that we'll be getting from Amazon's end. So higher the level, more the benefits. So you are eligible for a faster payment cycle, weightage handling fee waiver. You can avail free account management. Obviously, I will tell you for which level you will be getting such services. It's not like on all the levels you will get all these benefits, but to certain levels you will get certain benefits. But these are all the whole package that we have for you. Then we have the priority seller service support. Then we have offline and online trainings through Amazon Seller University. Then you have free automation and inventory tools. Then there is brand registry service that you will be getting. Brand registry basically is like a protection of your trademark so that no other sellers can use your brand. Then confirmed invitation to Amazon Seller Connect events. So here, a lot of events that happen, a lot of leaders come in place. You can get to meet the leaders. Jeff Bezos himself, you can get to meet him. So there's event like Sambhav and things that happen where you get an invitation. You are invited for that. So that's that. And then we have lightning deals fee waivers. So we have lightning deals are like an hourly deal that we have, say from morning 8 o'clock to evening 5 o'clock. That's all is the deal that is going on. So for that, there's a payment that you have to make, and that fees can be waived off for all of you all, right? You also can get access to service provider network credits. This is very good because SPN is one team which will give you everything. Like they'll give you a photography, product photography, they'll give you model photo shoots, catalog creations, listing, everything is included there. Then there's Amazon A+ content related information that you have. So A+ content, again, it's a very enhanced content that you have, which has HD videos, HD images, everything like comparison charts and everything will be given. And to get that, again, there's something that you have to make a payment to. So you get free rich detail A+ creation page, right? So these are some of the benefits that you have. So now let us understand for which level, what is the benefit that you will be getting. Okay. So payment reserve period. So for basic level, payment reserve period is 10 days. For standard level, advanced level, it's 7 days. Premium is 3 days. Weightage handling fee for basic doesn't, so there's no benefit for basic for weightage handling fee, but for standard, advanced and premium it varies 6 and 12 rupees. Lightning deal waiver, it's a 10% off for standard, 20% off for advanced and premium. Account management, again based on the criteria. So account management is not there for standard, is there only for advanced and premium. It again based on the criteria. There's a lot of criteria like what category that you're listing, where are you listing from, a lot of things there. It for premium is basically guaranteed again, right? So service network providers, again the credits are for rupees 3,500, which is excellent. Free rich detail pages per quarter for 30 ASINs, and it's a very, very good catch. I think all of you all must and should focus on getting the advanced and premium level. Information, invitation to Amazon Seller Connect events. Again, region-wise, it depends on where it's happening. So if you're on the advanced level and if it's happening in Delhi, then only the people from Delhi will be eligible for it. For premium, it's like a guaranteed one. Priority seller support, it's available only for the premium sellers, right? So these are some of the things that we have from STEP for all of you all. I would like to just put across the evaluation timelines that we have. Say how exactly are we going to evaluate? How is it that we determine that you're going to be a basic level, standard level and things like that? Now, sellers will be at a standard level until 31st March 2021. So now you all will be on a standard level. You can avail all the benefits that are there until the 31st of March for standard level. After the first quarterly evaluation cycle from 1st Jan 2021 to 31st March, that is on the 1st of April, sellers will be eligible to move to another level. Either they can go down to basic or they can go upwards to advanced or the premium level based on the performance, or can also continue to stay in the standard level. Right? Now, sellers will receive benefits based on their new level effective 1st April 2021. Right? These benefits will be applicable from 1st April 2021 to 30 June. So again, it depends on each quarter seller. So you have to up your performance based on each quarters. So any unused benefits will be lapped on the 30th June. So whenever you have the time, make use of all the benefits that you're getting so that it doesn't go in waste. Moving forward, again now, take this step with us. You can be on top of the game, sellers. Accelerate your growth. Make sure that you're on the right path. We will lead you all to the right path by giving you the best recommendations possible. So also we will help you how to increase your customer experience. So we're there in every single step that you all take. So make sure that you are doing the right decision. Thank you for watching this session. Happy selling on Amazon.